Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we'll try to understand arrays and for loops in C. So the concept of array, basic concepts of array and array initialization has been clearly explained in our previous videos. If you haven't watched those videos, please watch those videos and come back here, because the understanding of those videos is very much important for you to understand what we are going to explain in this video. And every video in our channel is going to be part of entire course or a playlist. Our suggestion is to follow the entire course so that you can have better understanding of the concepts. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Now, in this class, we'll try to understand arrays and for loops in C. So the concept of arrays and the for loops are used hand in hand in almost every programs. Means wherever we are going to use the concept of for loops and the arrays are used in hand in almost every program. So for that, to have the better understanding, we'll try to understand the regularly used for loops with the arrays. We'll try to understand. So here what this programming construct is going to do is, these are the regular programming practices. So we have consolidated it into 4 different types and we are explaining it. Clearing the elements of an array. For example, if the array has been initialized to this and we would like to clear the elements. So to do that, we have to use a for loop. Not only for loop, any loop can be used, but we are using for loop here. So this is an array that has been created 0, 1, 2, so on 9, and the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. It is 10. Now what we would like to do is, we would like to clear all the elements of this array to zeros. So how it can be done is, for the value of I is equal to 0, so we have taken a variable here, value I has been initialized, declared I less than 10. I less than 10 means I starts from 0. I is starting from 0. I less than 10 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is going to iterate from 0 to 9 10 times, and every time the value of I, a of I, the value of a of I means in the first iteration a of 0 is equal to 0. So this value will be made to 0. In the second iteration, the value of I will get incremented, so the value of I is equal to 1. Initially 0, later it becomes I. A of 1 is equal to 0. So this value will be overwritten with 0. So means 1 will be overwritten with 0, 2 will be overwritten with 0, 3 will be overwritten with 0. In that same way, all the values in the array will be overwritten with 0. So this is what we call it as clearing the elements of an array. The next one is reading the elements of an array. So here we have initialized the elements in the declaration part itself, but we want to give the access to the user to give the values of the elements of the array. So how it can be done? It can be done by scanning the elements. It is done by using scanf statement, but how this can be used? By using for loop. So that we will try to understand. See here an array has been initialized, declared, and it is array name is A, and the values are 10 values are there, and this for loop is going to iterate for 10 times starting from 0. Why we have taken the value of I is equal to 0? That is very important to understand, because the index of the elements of the array will start from 0. If you take I is equal to 1, the first index, the first box of the array will be eliminated forever. So that is very important to understand. Okay, so now for I is equal to 0, with the index a of I is equal to 0, we are going to iterate for 10 times 0 to 9, scanf %d ampersand a of 0 in the first iteration. So array has been declared. Array A has been declared with 10 values. So 0, 1, 2, 10. So 9. With 10 values, array has been declared. Now, have we assigned the values? Have we initialized the values? We haven't initialized the values. We have to assign the values to that array, and that assignment is done by the user. So how the user can give the values is, it is by using this scanf, by using this for loop, scanf within this for loop. So we're going to start from a of 0, percentage d, see here, ampersand a of 0 means the address of this 0th element. So at this location, ampersand a of 0 means at this location the value given by the user will get stored. So let's assume that he has given 11. So the 11 value will get stored in a of 0. In the next iteration, the value of I is equal to 1. So 0, it will get incremented to 1. At a of 1, the value given by the user will get inserted. For example, if he has given 20, so that will get inserted in the location a of 1. Similarly, he will give all the 10 values, and all those 10 values will get inserted in the array. Okay, so this is how the user values can be read. The values can be read by the user. And the next one is printing the values. So how to print the values? In an array, the elements are there, and how can we print those elements? Here int a of an array has been taken, an array a, and the values has been initialized. This for loop is going to iterate for as usual, same as that of that one, and we are going to print all the elements of an array. So print percentage d a of 0, initially a of 0, so that the value 1 will get printed. And next we want to print a of 1. A of 1 is 2. So 2 will get printed, 3 will get printed, 4 will get printed. Similarly, all the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the values will get printed. The next one is summing the elements of an array. Given an array, we want to sum all the elements of an array. How it can be done? So it's very simple. So this is lowercase s. The sum is equal to 0. Initially the variable sum is equal to 0, and the values of the array has been initialized. Now we want to, so what is the array? Let's try to understand it by using our visualization of an array. So here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So this is the array. So with this declaration, this is what we are going to create on the memory. So we'll try to understand what happens on the memory in our later classes. So for I is equal to 0, with value of I is equal to 0, this for loop is going to iterate for 10 times. Every time sum is equal to, so this is a compound assignment operator. So what happens is sum is equal to sum plus a of I. In the first iteration a of 0. So sum is equal to 0, sum plus a of 0, 1. Sum is equal to, now the sum is, the value, new value of sum is 0 plus 1, which is 1. So the new value of sum is initially 0, so we have made it 1. In the next iteration, to this sum, what is the sum value? 1. To this sum we are going to add this value of I is equal to 1. So a of 1, what is the value stored in a of 1? 2. So to the value of sum we are going to add 2. So it is 3. Now the new sum value is equal to 3. And the next iteration where the value of I is equal to, initially 0, 1 is done. Now the value of I is equal to 2. So with the value of I is equal to 2, sum is equal to sum of a of 2. What is the value of sum? It is 3. So 3 plus a of 2. What is the value of I now? 2. A of 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So the new sum value is 6. This is how the elements within the array can be summed up. And these are all the regular programming practices, regular programming snippets, or the regular programming concepts which we are going to regularly use in combination with for loops. So the arrays used in combination with for loops. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. And if you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like symbol and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited. Thanks for watching.